Okay, so I'm going to introduce you guys to a program that I simply adore called PadLet. So I've already typed in the Google search. That's all I did. I just typed in PadLet, and there is an application that you can actually get for your phones, or specifically, I know, for iPhones. So I'm going to go to PadLet, and we're going to go ahead and sign up. I already do have an account, but I'm going to show you how to sign up and how easy it is. So we're going to sign up, and I'm going to go ahead and sign up with Google. I'm going to use my personal account. I'm not going to upgrade, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip all this. I'm going to block that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a Padlet. And first, let me tell you what this whole thing is. This is a program that allows you to create a discussion board, which looks pretty basically like a bunch of sticky notes on a bulletin board. So I'm going to go ahead and do a wall, and I'm going to add some Padlets. You can change the colors over here, which is pretty cool if you do have the Pro version, which I personally do. But for this, I'm just going to start with what you guys get. I like the donuts. We're going to go with some donuts. And then we're going to symbolize what this Padlet is about. So if we wanted to create this, we can do, this is about, let's say, Valentine's Day. So I'm going to create that in Valentine's Day. Okay. And then I'm going to call it the Valentine's Day activities. Description. So this is where you can title it whatever you want, and then your description is, I usually post the question that I want my students to answer on here, or maybe collaborate about a project or an event. So on here I'm going to put, what do you enjoy doing with your loved ones on Valentine's? Let's spell this right. Sorry. This is real time, so Valentine's Day. And I need to correct your, obviously. Do you celebrate this holiday? I'm writing this as if it would be a question discussion for class. Why or why not? So that's what I would post for my students. And then you can choose if you want it to be private, password protected, secret, or public. So I'm going to go ahead and do public. That's not a biggie for me. Anyone with access can write on it. You can change, you can just read it. So if you just wanted certain people with the link to just have access to read the notes and not be allowed to collaborate, then you could do that. You can write, so you can view, add posts, but you cannot edit or approve other posts or delete Padlets or invite other people to collaborate. This one I use most often because I want my students to be able to collaborate, but I don't necessarily want my students to be able to approve others' posts, and I don't want them to delete anyone else's opinions. Moderate. This would be what I would be, the moderator. I can view, add posts, edit, and approve, but I can't delete the Padlet itself, and I can invite collaborators. I'm going to go ahead and click that. I could add contributors, so I'm going to add myself on my old one. There we go. And you can make it advanced. So you can allow people to remake it. So if they like the idea and the question and the coloring and your theme and all that, you can allow people to remake it, or you can turn off. Okay. I do like to use moderation, so I can approve or not approve particular posts, especially when it comes to students. I find this is really important to make sure that they are appropriate. They're not bullying anybody. Okay, now we're going to post to our heart's content. I'm going to close this out. Okay, so how do we post? You go over to this little button right here, Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and write something. So what do I enjoy doing? I enjoy making them feel special by bringing them pink and red treats. So that would be it. You could add photos to it. You could add a link if they wanted to link something. Okay. You can upload a file to it. You can also Google search for different things that you wanted to add or more. Let's see what the more is. Here we go. Here's all the different things that you could do. You could do voice. You could record maybe a song clip you like. You can doodle on an on-screen canvas, which is pretty cool. You can map a location. So if we're trying to collaborate where to meet for something, you can add a map. Or you could link to one of your other Padlets. So if you had multiple Padlets for multiple discussions, that's what you could do. Okay, so that's that. I can also go to settings over here. So I can display the author's name above each post. So if I wanted each person to know who contributed, this is where their name would show up. Now, as students discuss, as students discuss what is maybe personal answers and questions, I like to keep it anonymous, so the only person that will know who it is will be the teacher themselves. We can also change so each person, as they contribute, they'll keep stacking on top of each other. So you can change this or like this, okay? Profanity filter. I love this one, so I'm going to put that on there. I can also allow comments, so this would turn it into almost like a blog, so I'm going to do that. They can add tags, so I'm going to add a tag, let's see, Valentine's Day. Okay, and if I wanted to share it, you could come down here and I would copy and paste this into maybe a feed. Okay, so that's basically what happens. Let me show you. I'm going to add, let's see what my errors are. Oh, it's because I added the pound symbol. There we go. Sorry about that. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to add another one, and it'll keep just stacking them. So it'll look like a brick wall eventually. Pink and red are my favorite. Add again. I don't like Valentine's. I'm going to put a swear word on here to see what happens. Look. I put a bad word on there, you guys saw it, and this is what would happen. Now, I don't normally swear, but I just wanted to show you guys this is how it would edit it. So I'm sorry if that offended anybody, but I wanted you to know that it would replace it with an emoji, so you wouldn't ever have to worry about that as a teacher. Well, if you guys have any questions, I would be glad to answer them. I thoroughly like this because I have a lot of students who are shy and maybe don't know how to express their ideas as well as others verbally. So on here, no one gets embarrassed, and I as a teacher can keep track of who is collaborating or not and give people points without anyone feeling pointed out. So please enjoy Padlet. I push it because especially in junior high, it's really important for everyone to get their voice out there. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon.